This is actually an idea I'd been developing for a while alongside my pulp project, but in a way even before. Some of my earlier work also addressed non-human forms of knowledge. And at a very young age already, my mother especially had taught us how to understand the calls of animals and birds and even insect calls, to understand when, because we lived in the jungle, to understand the calls of prey species when a predator is moving. Is it hungry? Is it actually safe? So we understood the natural world as not being separate from us, not something we constantly need to manicure or make perfect or shape or tweak. So of course, as you know, Singapore is naturally tropical, and that natural tendency of growth that flora would have here is constrained, because it would then take over everything, because this is a city after all, an inhabited island. So I think that I've always been quite interested in the way we feel the need to cut back on nature here. We have to keep everything within its boundaries, sheared and pruned and cut and lopped, and it's constant, like we're constantly doing this. I think part of it has to also do with this insecurity about being the Switzerland of the East, which means that we value the alpine meadows and lakes and conifers and the temperate zone vegetation, which is never wild and untrammeled. So the idea has been brewing for a while. It comes from me having moved to a very hyper-urban environment and feeling that deep sense of loss, unable to understand why I felt that loss, but also recognizing that loss in Singaporeans as well. And I think this is not my personal loss or emptiness that I speak of, but I think that sense of disconnect. So I've got a really strange collection of books, for instance, that, yeah, like this is one of my favorites, Animals on a Pedestal. And just the title alone is, I think, pretty descriptive of how strange it is. Man finds helpers. And then there's a rooster, there's the sun, the idealized farm, big tree, small tree, outhouse, barn. A zoologist who possesses a perfect science and knows the cause of the necessary development of animals, like an astronomer who knows the movements of celestial bodies, can count back and foresee ahead certain phenomena in the animal kingdom. So this idea of being a zoologist and understanding animals being analogous to being someone who understands the cosmos or the movements of stars and celestial bodies, I think is really beautiful, because I think part of the reason we treat our planet like crap is because we venerate Father Sky and look down on Mother Earth. I mean, this is of course again a trope in itself, and I think we have this idea where we're always looking to the stars. We want to settle one of the most vicious planets, Mars, which would kill us at the first instant, at the first opportunity. We want to settle there. By we, I mean stupid billionaires, want to go to Mars, but will not take care of the most hospitable, perfect, most conducive to life planet, which is our own. I mean, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. But it's beautiful, this place. And I mean, if you come here on a day when it's cool, December and January, of course, oh, it's gorgeous. There's a kind of gentle humor in the work that I hope comes through, because I feel like when there's a kind of sadness about something that's missing, we're actually missing our connection with our entire home, our planet. We're so disconnected from it. We don't even have extreme weather here, so we're very rarely reminded of the fact that we actually live on quite an unstable ball floating through space, right? And I think we're so disconnected from it that kind of emptiness and that sadness, the only way to truly articulate it without it being pure pathos is through a kind of gentle, wry humor which admits, like, look, we don't have this.